Hello, and welcome to today's segment of The Wall. Now you might be like, that's not the wall I'm used to. And you're right, because it's not the right wall. The wall should be here, and will eventually be here, but right now it's just, it's just on the ground. And we're trying to figure out a way that I don't have to poke a million holes in this wall. If any of you guys have suggestions, I'm all about it. I actually think I might have come up with a good one, but needless to say, hey Kaylin. Needless to say, there's still some work to do, but we shall overcome. Here's that for this angle. And I want to walk you through somebody that will be one of the first people I put back up on my wall because she's amazing. This one has provided some answers for me in some very dark times, and I love her immensely. Her name, Sharon Eubank. Get me started about this girl. I cannot even. This girl is unreal. Okay, I might even need to I think I need two hands to talk about how much I love her. Okay, Sharon Eubank. Things to know about Sharon. Sharon is, we did not think this through, though. Sharon is the head of something called Latter-Day Charities. So what she does is she travels all over the world and she helps give people water and not die and do all these other amazing humanitarian things that I should know off the top of my head. But what I want to communicate to you is the reason why somebody's up on my wall is there's a specific moment in time when all of a sudden they just exploded my understanding of who I could be. And there were two instances for her. I want to share with you the first one. So she was speaking at BYU, and there's all these millennials how do I work for you? I want to be in nonprofit. I want to do all this humanitarian work, blah, blah, blah. And she said something that was so profound that I still think about it and it's so good. But she was like, here's the deal, you guys. She's like, I have people lined up for days that want to go dig wells. And I have people for days that want to go build schools. And that's good and that's important. And she's like, but if I'm being honest, we can find those people anywhere. She said, if you really want to help push forward the work we are doing and helping to increase the quality of life for people all over the world, we need a much greater sacrifice from you. And so everyone's like, what is it, And she says, what we need are connections. She said, if you really want to help further the work of what we're doing here, then what you need to do is go have an amazing career, an incredible career, and network with incredible people and serve them with value and harness this huge group of people that are within your networks and your contacts so that when we need to call in powerful people who could open doors for us that we couldn't open for ourselves, not only do we have you with your power and influence, but we have you and your network. And she's like, so much of the good work that's been able to happen through this charitable organization is because of connections that faithful, good people like you have had. She's like, we can find anybody to dig wells. She's like, but we need people who are willing to put in the years and the decades to curate a network of people that will allow us to open doors into countries and organizations and conversations that we could have never gotten to before. That is amazing! The second thing she said really fast. Same question, different answer. She was speaking at another thing at BYU. That's where I went to school, so that's why I know. And same thing. All these millennials are like, how can I do this? How can I do this? I want to go to Africa. I want to go to all these places. Which it's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing. But she said this. She said, listen, I can find people anywhere who are willing to do this. If you really want to help improve the quality of life of people around you, start first with the people in the spheres of your influence. People are like, what? And she's like, I have people that will jump on a plane to fly to Africa to build a school, but these exact same people won't go have a conversation with their neighbor. They won't go bring them cookies. They won't minister over the people they're assigned to in their church congregation. If you want to really serve people, start by having emotional intelligence and being outward and pouring into the people that are already around you. She's like, we are going to help Africa and build the schools, but we need people who will take care of their neighbors. And I was just like, oh my gosh. It's so good. I think sometimes we can get so distracted by like the sexiness of giving or the grandeur of the travel, but in reality, to minister to somebody is probably going to look a lot different. And there are a lot of different ways that we can serve and do things for people. So that's why I love Sharon. She's on the wall.